You want to know the real reason on why we left the US and moved to Spain? Stick around and I'll give you all the juicy details. What up, peeps? Welcome back to Sway Vlogs. It's your boy Sway coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the real reason on why we left the US to Spain. Now, I make videos here, showing you my life around Spain and what life is like here in Spain. If that interests you, you want to learn more about living in Spain, or just want to watch something entertaining, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell to be notified when I drop the latest and the greatest. And stick around because today's episode is going to get a little juicy. We left the United States of America because we were fed up. We were done with the lifestyle. We were done being slaves to that lifestyle in the States. Now you're probably thinking, oh, here we go throwing dirt on the US. No, we're not throwing dirt in the US. I'm not going to be bashing in the US. I love that country. And I always pray that God blesses that country, and that's still the country of my love, of my heart. I still hold a special place in my heart for the US. But I was done. I was fed up with everything in the lifestyle revolving the US. I was working from sun up to sundown and barely making it to the end when it came to money, when it came to paying bills and everything. To the point where some months I didn't have enough that I had to ask my dad to help me with some bills, to help me pay some stuff because I didn't have enough. And you're probably thinking, oh, poor money management, oh, poor financial management. It wasn't like that. My wife is an accountant. My wife worked as a tax preparer. She's good with numbers. She's good with making sure that money lasts and money can be, used wisely in our house. But just because we have so many things to pay, and just because the way of life in the US, the way everything revolves, it revolves around money and it revolves around spending, and it didn't last us. Rent, cable, internet, cell phone, insurance, car payments, car insurance, kids, stuff, and everything. It was just hectic. And even though I was working at a bank, which it didn't happen until the last 2 years before I left the US that I started actually working at a bank, because before then I used to work in sales, door-to-door sales, landscaping, roofing, dishwasher, paperboy, cell phone sales, you name it, all that stuff, like typical regular jobs that there's no wrong with any of those jobs. I'm just saying that those jobs were barely making us a living. And when we actually started working at a bank, I was making about $4,500 a month, which was not bad, but it still wasn't financially stable for us. You know what I mean? And so when my wife told me, hey, my dad's really ill, because that's one of the reasons why we came here. But the main reason was because of this, because we were fed up with the lifestyle in the US. And my wife told me, you know what? My dad is very ill. He has dementia. He's practically living in the streets. I'm his only daughter. I want to go take care of him. He hasn't met our kids. He hasn't met his grandchildren. And before he loses his mind, before he loses all notion of who he is, who am I, and everything, I want him to have some sort of a memory, if he still can in the future have that, of who his grandchildren were. So can we go to Spain and have him meet his grandchildren? We'll be there for a little bit and we'll come back to the States. At this point, she was fed up. I was fed up. Our relationship was on the verge of, we were really on a thin line between, like, are we going to sit together? We're not going to sit together. Kids were growing up differently. The environment that I was growing up with, the family time that we got to spend, the quality of life, which just wasn't there. And so when we saw this opportunity to leave the United States, to come to another country, and we saw it even as just coming here to travel for a little bit, I saw it as a lifeboat. And I said, let's ride this lifeboat and get out. And so when we came here and we saw life on a whole new perspective, on a whole new level, on a whole new lens, you want to put it that way, we fell in love. My wife fell in love with life here. I fell in love with life. I saw seeing my little boys grow up as kids, enjoying their childhood, me enjoying life, our relationship getting stronger by the day, our family getting stronger by the day, more family time, more quality of life, more everything. Just life was more enjoyable here. When I saw that, I said, that's it. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to go back. And you're probably asking yourself, would you go back to the States? I will not go back to the States. I'm not thinking about going back to the States. And yes, I've talked about here on my videos about how difficult it's been for me, how hard it's been for me here to find a job, that Spain is not a land of opportunities like the US, and it's hard. Maybe it's the area where I live. Maybe I should move to a bigger city, and maybe there's more job opportunities, because there is more job opportunities in a bigger city. And if you're watching this video and you're thinking about coming to Spain, think about moving to a bigger city so you can have more job opportunities. But you will have a better lifestyle here. You will have a better way of living here. You will enjoy life more here. Whether you're single, whether you're couple, whether you're with your family, especially if you're with your family, if you have kids, get the hell out of the States. I'm sorry for saying this, but you want your kids to grow up and enjoy their childhood, get the hell out. Bring them to a country where they can actually enjoy their childhood and enjoy family time and enjoy your guys' time. I have people that I met here that have left the US to Spain, and they've told me I will not go back. And I'm with them on that same point. I will not move back to the States. I miss my family. I miss, everything in the States and stuff. And because I grew up there, who doesn't miss their home? But I would rather stay here and deal with whatever situations, whatever hardships that we have to deal with here, but make it and fight and push forward, but stay here than go back to that lifestyle that I had, to that lifestyle that we ran away from. And not only that, but I don't want my kids to grow up in that lifestyle that I grew up in. And I will fight till my last breath to make sure that they have a great lifestyle. And if it has to be here in Spain, then so be it. Or anywhere else in Europe that it's still enjoyable and more than the States, so be it. Now, again, your life may be different in the US. You may be enjoying life. You may be watching this video and say, hey, my life is great, blah, blah, blah. The way you're talking about the States, da, da, da. To each their own. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, hey, oh well. I'm entitled to my opinion. Freedom of speech. I can say whatever the hell I want to say in this channel, so I'm saying this. I love the US. God bless America. But the lifestyle over there sucks. Being a slave to a job that you don't like sucks. Not enjoying life and your family and your kids and watching them grow and having a good marriage and not just enjoying life, period, sucks. Nobody should do that. Nobody should just be brought to this world to work their ass off, sun up to sundown, to barely make ends meet by the end of the month and not enjoy life. It shouldn't be like that. Literally, coming to Spain has opened up my eyes like you have no idea. And I love it here. I wouldn't change it for any other place. And if people ask me, would you go back in the past and would you repeat the decision of moving to Spain? In a heartbeat. I won't even think about it. I'll blink and say, yes, take me back. I'm moving to Spain. Go ahead, let's do it. I would take the decision of moving to Spain over and over if I had a chance to go back to this in time. I love it here. And that's the real reason on why we left the US to Spain. Life is more enjoyable in Spain. Life is more doable in Spain. Life is paradise in Spain. Yes, it's hard. It has its hardships, but believe me, where else in the world are you going to go that doesn't have hardships? Doesn't matter where you go. You're going to have hardship, but it depends on your mentality and your way of trying to make it forward that's going to get you to enjoy life and actually enjoy wherever you are. So if you're watching this video and you've had enough of the lifestyle, of the daily routines in the States, of waking up and repeating everything over and over and over, and you want to breathe, or you want a fresh air, you want a reset button, and you want to move out of there, and you're thinking about moving to Spain, then I'm going to leave my email in the description. Go ahead and shoot me an email, and I'll see what I can do for you to help you do your research to help you move from the States or wherever you're watching to Spain. Now, again, this is my point of view. You may have a different point of view, and you probably lived in Spain, and you probably don't live in Spain anymore, and you didn't have a good experience. Go ahead and leave me in the comments why you didn't have a good experience, or maybe you have a good experience, and tell me why you chose Spain over US. With that being said, I hope you guys found today's video informative, helpful, entertaining, and if you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified when I drop the latest and the greatest. And I'm going to be making more videos here, and not only will I be making videos just sitting down in front of the camera talking to you guys, but you're going to see more vlogs here. You're going to see more live action stuff here, and I'm gonna do me. And I hope you guys enjoy what's coming up on Sway Vlogs. And again, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Enjoy life.